Okay, a little bit out of the works from streaming, but hi, it's been a bit. I have the VTuber on and whatnot, but I guess it's time for the stream. It's been a bit since I've talked publicly about cognitive crisis, right? I feel like it's a good time to actually answer some questions, draw a little bit maybe. It's probably just gonna be a me stream unless some of my friends want to join me maybe. But it's really just gonna be this. It's just gonna be really me. Dude, shut up. Alright. So just ask any question. That if you have any questions right now, anything. I could even bring out the fucking shitty old iWorks VTuber if you want to ask iWorks anything. I don't know. In general, it's just gonna be a chill stream wherever I talk about anything. So for right now, you have the realm to ask anything. I think I should speak a little bit about cognitive crisis if people don't really know about it, which is probably a dumb thing to do, even though most of my audience comes from cognitive crisis. Cognitive crisis is a mod I made back in 2022. It was kind of I would say a weird, I guess, response to how I thought a lot of Mickey mods didn't really look like it could be a Mickey mod. This was around the time SNS and Crisis Injection came out. So I had the idea in the back burner, and then Princess Infidelity came out. And a few days later, I was just thinking, what if I made my own mod? So I took some old sprites I made as SNS concepts, and I just kind of made that their own thing. And I just got a couple of musicians from the Friday Night Funkin' modding server, and that's how Cognitive Crisis kind of came to being. So there's not really that much to it. It's just me randomly thinking, hey, I could do a Mickey Mouse mod and make it a lot better. That's how that came into being. I should probably put something on on the screen so you know. Hello, chat. Hello. Just real quick, always checking everything. AMA. Ask me anything. Does Cognitive Crisis? I don't know, maybe. There we go. Something small. I might draw something in a little bit. Just something small. Can we get Joyous Legacy? I've been thinking about that. Still kind of want to hold off on that. I think most of the reason why I don't want to hold off on it is because Modern Joyous, still heavily takes melodies from Joyous Legacy. I'm the type of person that's kind of really productive of how something is viewed. I want people to see something at its purest form before they see something in its most basic form, right? So it will generally be a long time until you see Joyous. I will be willing to show other songs, though. Even scrap songs that people probably don't even know about, if I can find all of those. Is it canceled? No, it's not canceled. It's never been canceled. I've had moments wherever I thought it would be canceled, but no, it's not. I'm shaking my head no. How many songs will be in the mod? See, that depends on what area you're talking about. If we're talking about the more modern version that you're talking about, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 songs. There's 8 songs in the mod. Does it jiggle? I'm really asking the question on who are you talking about with that question? Talking about the mouse or me? Probably me now. Really thinking about it because because who asked that was my girlfriend Mallory. Maybe. Yeah, probably. How's your other projects going? I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest. Not that well. Mostly due to the fact I've been kind of going through a stage of burnout with everything. I don't really like working on anything. CC, at least right now, is like the only one I kind of want to work on. Also because it's been a long fucking time since I worked on it. So, you know, in general, it's kind of been eh. But I want to work on stuff. Bowl is something really promising. And if you guys do know what Bowl is, and you can probably tell it through looking at my channel, it's an object show project that I want to work on. And it's something I've been wanting to work on. Oh, excuse me. Past name, Halo. Halo's its new name. But it's a new project that I want to work on, and it's something I'm really passionate about. So if you guys like object shows, you know, that'll be a thing that you guys can look forward to. Thanks, Spike. Just sneezed so hard, my sinuses came out. What's up, chat? I thought that was a question. Battle for Donut never coming out. Yeah, it's kind of sad. I kind of want it to come out someday, but you know, we just, we would just need to like completely rewrite it. We gotta completely remake it. I guess since we're kind of getting slow on questions right now. A fact about Cognitive Crisis, it has had many plot rewrites. It has been something I never really felt too satisfied with some plots. For example, one of the plots, this is the main 2023 version, but one of the plots was that Mickey had a self-aware disease? I hold on. I don't really know. It was very confusing. I still don't really understand it. Like, if it's so odd. I called it sad. I literally called it sad. Because it was literally self-aware disorder? I don't really know what the fuck I called it. It had a fucking full-ass document listing all of this. And everything was connected, but, you know, whatever. That was one of the rewrites. But majorly, that plot thread of Mickey being aware isn't canon anymore. I don't think that makes sense with the story I'm trying to make. It's a lot better. And I feel like it's a lot more human. The story's a lot more human now. Instead of it trying to be, like, really odd. No, Spike, you're not allowed to do that. But in general, that's just a weird, funny tidbit fact. I might want to get the document back up because it was very funny. It was very funny to look through. I could mention, back to the how many songs would be in the mod. The it used to have 20 songs. I cut down on it a lot, and that's mostly because fucking burnout. What do you expect? But a lot of the songs were there were a lot of songs. Um, I guess I could talk about a song from back then if it's in here. No, I think I need to go to. No. Ah, interesting tidbit. There's gonna be a song back then that called "A Doc." It was gonna be a song with the Mad Doctor. You know, it was gonna be just like a whole ass FNF song with the Mad Doctor and Mickey Mouse. We didn't do it because we felt like it would be a little bit too much work. Ollie was gonna work on it, you know, Ollie Mac, the famous Ollie Mac. Um, never got anywhere other than like concept stage. Are you gonna put Bendy in the mod? No, doesn't really make sense. Well, well, it doesn't really make sense with how I'm going the direction in the mod, I guess. I could say that, and then Cuphead's in the mod, and you know that really doesn't make any sense. It still doesn't make any sense anymore. Uh, I guess I'm I'm not putting in Bendy because like um I'm not putting in Bendy because I feel like he doesn't really fit in as a Rubber Hose character, and that's just a personal thing. But you know, what's your thought? That okay? This is no asking me about my thoughts on specific games or whatnot. I'm not gonna answer you what's my thoughts on Sprunky. I'm going to hover this over the screen, but this is a cognitive crisis AMA. If you guys can't tell, I'm sorry. I joke. I jest. Oh yeah. By the way, this is true, but if you can see right there, the ship you see has a week, a 4-song week with just the ship you see. Did you guys know that? This is true. This is true. This is true and awesome. Isn't Bendy a play on Rubber Hose characters? Yeah, well he is, but he doesn't look like one. He looks more. Here's a personal thing, and I'm gonna be direct with the audience. I don't think Bendy's a good Rubber Hose character design. I never really did. I like his design. He doesn't really look like a Rubber Hose character though. Other than that, it's just whatever. I don't think he would work in Cognitive Crisis anyways. There's already many mods that are kind of putting him already in other fucking mouse media, so I you know, whatever. Let's see. I'm gonna read this one. Hello, can you please add Spider-Man to the mod? You know what? Just for you, I just might. Oops, wrong expression. Delta Penny, hop on Fortnite. I don't want to play Fortnite. I don't like Fortnite. Read the sign. No solicitors. See, fucking cognitive crisis. This is about cognitive crisis. You look at me. It's cognitive crisis. This is the one time you guys get to ask me about cognitive crisis shit. Don't let it go to waste, you fucks. Will cognitive crisis experiment with 2D animation? Well, Fedora, you're on the mod, so Probably. Here's the thing. I'm the type of person that wants to do so much shit with my mod, but I just don't know if I can ever do it. I'll like, for example, I really like doing constant like different angles, and I love constant angles in different types of angles in animation, and I would love to do that for cutscenes for Cognitive Crisis, but I feel like it would be a lot more, too much work for something so little. Really thinking about it in the long run, I would want to. There's a lot of the things I want to do with Cognitive Crisis that would be very experimental with fucking how to do an FNF mod visually. But it really just depends on what happens in the future, I guess. Oh yeah, you might be wondering why I'm doing this on April Fool's Day and not doing like a funny prank. I'm not the type of person that likes doing that. I kind of like showing shit off. And since I'm a little bit too lazy to show something off today, the most you're gonna get is just kind of me doing an AMA for today. Can Cognitive Crisis be a first-person shooter? Maybe one day. I'm just gonna read this. Someone said, "How are you?" I'm alright. I think I don't know. I could say I'm alright. I would say I am at most alright with a mix of in there. Could be a little better, but you know, that's life. We're gonna let this AMA go for like an hour or a few. Like at most, I don't really want to go over 2 hours. So you know. Can Cognitive Crisis have Mickey do the gritty? Well, maybe. I don't know. Probably not. I don't know. Okay, wait, hold on. I should probably clarify with this. About CC. There you go. There you go. It's a little bit more forward. And fuck it, I'll even let you guys have something cool, and I'll let you guys have a cool font. How about that? Cool Mickey font right there. You guys like the Mickey font? I hope you guys like the Mickey font. Does Mickey have a? Does iWorks have a favorite FNF and non-FNF song? Well, he can't really listen to FNF music. He's not necessarily a cartoon from the 30s, but that's generally where his world's time period is. So, like, he wouldn't have an FNF song as a favorite song. It'd probably be something classical, really thinking about it. That or something jazzy. I'm trying to think of songs that would be in the 1930s that would be like his go-to song. Should I have Hot Dog Mickey? There's a thing as Hot Dog Mickey. Does the song center have any significance to the lore? See, not many people know this, but do you guys know Bimbo the cartoon dog? It was a Fleischer Studios character. Basically, like the Mickey Mouse to Fleischer Studios, which are the people that made Popeye and Betty Boop. And technically, Betty Boop was originally like Bimbo's girlfriend, if you if you didn't know. A boyfriend, whatever. He doesn't really have any significance to the mod other than the fact I really wanted to add him to something because I like Bimbo the cartoon dog. He's funny. I like him. He's a cute design, and not many people like him. So that's really it. Uh, there's not really much. If you're talking about main week songs, not many of the side songs that have shown off have really any significance to the mod. Originally they did. And I kind of maybe want to do something with that to where they kind of have significance, but you know, depends. Again, it really depends on what type of music. Returning to the subject of Mickey listening to music, uh, he doesn't he doesn't have a really specific one. I know this is technically past where the time period ends, but the closest I think his favorite song would be is the song by Bob Kaser and Russ Morgan, and it's called "Were You Foolin'?" It's from 1938, and I think that would be a song I would listen to. How many songs would CC have approximately? I said this again, 8. Originally it was gonna have 20. I did follow through with that. Is Cognitive Crisis Secret really FNF because of the "I Can't Fix You" cover? Is there Five Nights at is there Five Nights at Treasure Island but cooler? You know, honestly, that is kind of a cool idea, but no, sadly no. I've been wanting to do a FNF fan game, but no, not really connected to Cognitive Crisis. No. All it is kind of showing. It was kind of just showing off an end to the era, to wherever I took a huge break off of CC because of a lot of depression shit. So, you know, it was just a showcase. Hey, here's the last you're gonna see of them until I come back. If anything, there is some lore significance in there. If you look a little deeper, I've yet to see someone try to find out the little puzzle I have in them, even if it's really fucking easy. But oh damn, I love this song. Fucking. I guess a fun fact about Cognitive Crisis. I really hate to talk about this song, but fucking, well, cast and crew, that thing, that spawn of Satan, was originally like, it was every single developer of each of those mods were really were fine with the idea for some reason. Like, I got approval from every fucking mod that I wanted to make the thing with. For some reason, I really don't know how that happened, and I'm really kind of disappointed I wasted such a good potential of an idea on just a lame ass sex joke. But it's just fun fact, just a fun fact to talk about. I really should have not wasted that potential of that idea, but you know, rabbit's fucking stupid. Yeah, but it's mainly just like it's mainly just that one of the things that I want to mention. Sorry if I'm kind of empty-brained. There's a lot of facts that I could talk about, but I kind of need any Oswald and CC. You know, I do have an actual design that I made for him. Oswald does have a design. I recently made this. And I do think this design is really cool. So you know what? I'll show it off. Okay, here we go. This is the Oswald design I made. The Lance. There he is. Penny learned and grew as a person? No! I hate you forever! Die! Die! I hate you! That's not... True. True. That's how I feel about Crescent Crew. Sometimes. But yeah, this is Lance. I might as well just, like, make him grow in size. There he is. Lance. I just wanted to make a fun design. He'll probably have an actual appearance in the mod, really thinking about it. There he is. He's a little mechanic. I wanted to do something different. Make him a mechanic instead of a trolley driver. I felt like that was a little cool. Especially since he's kind of constantly shown as a mechanic in, you know, Disney. I thought it would be kind of a cool idea. Will CC ever be released sometime this year or next year? I'm gonna look at you. I don't know. Like, I don't think I'll ever know. Because, like, Cognitive Crisis will take time. And it's going to be a thing that will take whatever time it needs. I'm not looking to make the best mod ever. I'm looking to make something in high quality, but it's not gonna be released whenever. It's going to take its time. It really is. Like, sorry, if I'm taking a second to process my thoughts. CC is a personal project. It really is. Because it is kind of, I guess, event piece for a lot of sad that I felt in my life. Kind of just like putting that out there. But CC is gonna take time. It generally is gonna take time. And I don't know when it will be released. It could be at the end of this year, or the end of next year, or the next year, or the next year. But don't think it's going to come out immediately. It's not. It's coming out. It's getting stuff is getting made for it a lot faster now. That the remake overhaul that I made a while ago has been initiated, but it's gonna take time. It is a personal project, so I'm not gonna let it take over my life like it did before. The perfect song to honestly end off on, because I felt like that helped out my feelings towards that. Any facts about the rest of the Sensational Six? Goofy, Donald, etc. Okay, so I don't know if Goofy and Donald really exist in this universe. Because this is supposed to take place, not really take place, but this is majorly inspired by iWorks' illustrations of Mickey. At least my art style is very dependent on those arts. But that art style, in general, I don't know. They could be in the mod, for all I know, but I don't know. If I was supposed to conjure up something out of my fucking thick skull, Goofy would have his Dippy Dog design, and fucking Donald would have his original concept design from Mickey and the Orphans. fucking Daisy doesn't exist because around this time Daisy didn't exist. A fact about Minnie. I guess really thinking about it, she could be an actor. Really thinking about it. Don't take this as pure lore, but she could be an actor while Mickey's like a fucking deckhand for Pete. But in general, it's very simple. Is Oswald going to be included? Yet again, I depends because I yet again showed off my Oswald design that I made, like right here. This is a canon design for Oswald, and this is what he looks like. But I don't know if he's gonna show up in anything. Maybe in a cutscene, but you know, it depends. It just depends. CC still alive? Yep, it is. It's still kicking. And to add something about that, how's the mod going? It's going better. It's genuinely going better than how it was in 2020. Sorry, 2023. I'm having more fun with it. I have someone co-directing with it, co-directing it with me, which is J Drive. If you know J Drive, they made SNS J Drive, and they're working on their own versus mouse take, and I think they're pretty cool, and they're helping me direct a lot more, and it's been generally a good thing. So, you know, in general, it's good. I've been having a lot more fun. But that's in generally it. I guess since wow, we're 35. Honestly, I thought we were going a lot shorter time. Maybe I will end it off in an hour. Who knows? Sorry, I get bored like this. I guess I'll check the other server, see if there's any questions actually brought up in that. So far, no. Which free play songs were kept? Alright, so that depends. Some of them are public, some of them are not. Let's go down the list. Because we have a fuck. Alright, let's start with the first one. Control. Control was originally going to be a song made based off of my AU that I made with a couple of friends at one point in time. It was an AU, basically kind of switching the roles that people usually make with Mickey. the average, oh, Mickey Mouse is like evil and corporate, and he likes taking our money and whatnot. I grew really really tired of that trope. So it's just like, hey, if you're gonna choose anyone, why not choose someone that could genuinely be spiteful for the company? So I made Oswald the fucking character, and it was a thing called Disney's Copyright Hell, I guess, and it was basically Oswald as in the CEO position, basically trying to bring down the company with him with all of his shitty choices, and it was gonna be originally it was gonna be Mickey singing against him, but then I decided, hey, wouldn't it be cool if that Mickey was evil and a demon and he was bringing him to hell, kind of like Charlie's Inferno-ass thing, but you know, that type of thing. Um, it was basic. It was basically something like that. I think Attack Pan made a fucking unreleased video of it. Um, let's see. Oh, remember this one's a good one. There's a song called "Remember," and you know Felix the Cat shows up randomly at the "I Can't Fix You" video. Yeah, that was gonna be my I guess unfiction project that never came to be of Felix the Cat. It was gonna be in vein of I I hate to mention it because like I don't really like this series anymore. But like Needle Mouse and something a little better like Team K. But it was gonna be in vein of that, but with Felix the Cat, and he was spiteful because people forgot about him. And the song was called "Remember" because of it. Uh, it never came to being. I never did anything with it. I kind of redesigned him to look more like Chet, but like not torn off and more like Sonic.exe or some shit. I don't know. I redesigned him recently about that, and I was gonna make a solely independent song of that never came into being. So he's just kind of gone from CC. I think it's better if he's gone from CC. Let's see. Oh shit, this one's interesting. There's gonna be a song called Demented Quartet. And, Demented Quartet was gonna be such an interesting song. So, I chose 4 different Suicide Mouse takes. The original, interpretation of Mickey, of Suicide Mouse, you know, that one. Uh, then, uh, then the Randy version. Then, then Relapse. Then I decided to take that one Mickey Files video, and it's just like, okay, I'm gonna remake those designs and make them in my style, whatnot. And then nothing came out of it because it was too much of an ambitious song for 2022. Are there gonna be legacy versions of the song? Not the main one, no. I don't really see the use in it whenever the legacy versions are already kind of put into, you know, an existing demo. Like the demo is already released, so like those already have the legacy songs. If you're talking about the elusive 2023 the 2023 versions of those songs, like the Aware V2, fucking Films End V2, maybe. That depends. It really does depend. How was your day? Yet again, I kind of answered with, all right, with the side of meh. That's how I would describe my day. There's also, okay, getting back to the topic, 2 songs. I'll do this real quick, or 3. God, there's so many more new songs. So you know, Funkin.avi, that thing. There's gonna be a collab song with Hunter Goofy and my character Timer, which recently got a redesign, which I don't know. Anyways, Timer's kind of like that one mouse at that song Self Harm, which is now called something different. Self-Harm is now called something different because, I don't know, the song name is kind of really, I don't know, really insensitive to me. It feels really sensitive to me as someone that's kind of dealt with that type of stuff. You know? So I kind of decided, hey, I'm going to change the song, make it more make sense now. But yeah, that's the collab song with Hunter Goofy and Timer. It was going to be called Meeting. It was back then when Timer's lore was, oh, he was infatuated with death, and Hunter Goofy trying to hunt him down. Whatever. That's the whole thing. Short Subject. If you guys know that, that was gonna be a song. Fucking Mickey in Vietnam. That was gonna be a song at one point. Nothing was made for the concept. Most of these are just concepts that I had that never got made. Slices was gonna be a little bit interesting. The Puppet Mickey, that one puppet Mickey, and it was suggested to one of our old musicians that left that later on. I decided, why not? It was gonna be the joke song, and then so many joke songs kind of crumbled together in the mod, so I was just like, remove it. Why did you make CC? Multiple reasons. So first up, I said this earlier, but CC was because I wanted to make an kind of like art style accurate Mickey Mouse mod. I failed at it, but you know, it really was in general just like it was me trying to do something unique and make my own thing. It was just me trying to make something unique with Suicide Mouse. I wanted to do something unique that not many people would do. A lot of the thing was Mickey being broken up with his girlfriend, so now he's sad. But I didn't want to do that. I didn't really think that, like, I didn't really think. I felt like it was too much. Like it was done too much, and I wanted to do something different. The story about that is like why Mickey's sad is, you know, well, changed, and two, it's kind of really lore hidden. I can't really say what happened, but you know, someday I will. So you know, it'll come out someday. So how long is the story gonna be? Like short, like SNS, or long, like Mario Madness, or not that long, but you get the point. I don't know. Clarifies what. Depends on what you think is short. The story is very self-contained. If that's what you're talking about, it's very self-contained. So, in general, I guess it would be short, but it's not really like. I guess like it's a little longer than a story like SNS. I guess it has a lot more to it, and it has a lot more complexity. What about Old Joyous? Oh, what about Old Joyous, huh? What about it? Old Joyous. I don't know. Yet again, I'm still I've been thinking about releasing it at one point in time. Probably not really thinking about it, but I would really only. Here's the thing. I would only release it, or what I've been wanting to release it, I would only release it whenever the mod's done. I really want to do that specifically. Because I want you guys to see the peak of what it is, and not after and not have to see it before it was really bad. Fucking Old Joyce's cheeks. It literally is cheeks. Any favorite Legacy song? Okay. If you're talking about, there's two versions of Legacy to me. I guess the most composed one that actually sounds alright is Sinners, I think, and may be aware. Other than that, it's mostly kind of dog cheeks, really thinking about it. But if you're talking about the 2023 versions of the song, it would definitely be aware. I'm not aware. Film's NV2. And I think that personally was one of my favorite songs that was made for the mod. But now is kind of topped with the newer version, which I'll show off. Not yet. I'll only show off part of it, but you know, I mean, nice or evil. It depends. Alright, anyways. Aware View 1 is perfect? No, it's not. It's it's not. What are you talking about? Like, it's not that. It's alright. But, like, compared to a lot of songs? No! No! It's something. It shows its age. Very, like, a lot of CC Legacy shows its age in its music. So it's not. I don't know. A lot of the team doesn't really think that it's good. Even Division, the person that composed it, does not like how it sounds. Fun fact! Fun little factoid! Did you know that Aware V1, the first iteration of it, was originally a remix of Uneasing Static from SNS? I am not joking. I'm genuinely not joking. It's kind of crazy. I have the old save file, but I don't really want to download it. So, yeah. Meh. But it's just like the funniest fucking fact about Cognitive Crisis. A lot of Cognitive Crisis comes from SNS. The first technical sprites for Cognitive Crisis is technically SNS reanimated sprites that I made a long time ago. And I made them a long time ago. I mean, like, a long time ago. This was, like, literally, like, the day after SNS was released, I made them. I showed them in the old SNS Discord. And if you really look at them, they are really, really fucking notable. That you can see some of the posing that I did for it, kind of moved over to my the newer mod. Got that dog shit soul in it. Exactly, hon. Exactly. I think about Funkin' V2. Have you played it? I've not played it because I feel like it will break my fucking computer. I think it's kind of cool. I honestly think it's kind of cool. A lot of the stuff it does is really well done, and I genuinely wish the team some good luck because it was really cool. I won't lie. It's all right. Not my favorite. I have a personal favorite, but you know. It was neat. It was neat. CC White Noise Edition! Yes! I love CC White Noise Edition! CC White Noise Edition! Alright. Have you realized Mickey has more content in FNF than literally anything else? Well, it's because, well, Mickey Mouse is, you know, is cool. I love Mickey Mouse. Alright, fun fact. So, Mickey Mouse is kind of cultivated my art style, really thinking about it. See, I was looking on YouTube as a kid, and there was this AMV of Mickey. It was Epic Mickey called Build Our Machine AMV Epic Mickey. I didn't know what Bendy was or fucking Epic Mickey was, but I was just like, oh shit, that kind of looks cool. For some reason, I'm gonna click on it. I watched it and I was like, whoa, this is like cool. This is just like get a horse, but cool. What the fuck? And I was just like, oh wow, and I was enamored by it, and I just like got into Epic Mickey lore, and I just like really started studying about Epic Mickey, and then like like a month later, I got into Bendy. I'd really like. It's so funny. I got into Epic Mickey, but by a Bendy AMV, not knowing what Bendy is, and getting into it literally a month later after Bendy. It was really funny. We cannot let Mickey die. We have to make more Mickey Mouse content. Make more Mickey Mouse content. Also, yeah, that's true. That they won't. But I would say they're more or less speaking about like giving Mickey Mouse actual soul. They're going back to, you know, kind of cultivating like the carpet slop that he was kind of used to in the 2000s. Oh well. Uh, is Mickey gonna die in story mode? And if he is, he's gonna commit suicide. Yes and no. That's all I can say. The day Mickey dies is the day the sun will explode. He will be milked to the end of time. Crew. It's the main way 3 songs only. Can't answer that. I can't. I'm sorry, but I can't answer that right now. Corporate slap does not equal death. More so, that's character assassination. Even when Mickey's mostly a blank slate, it's not even character assassination. You know what? Fair. Yeah, I guess it depends. I always kind of envision Mickey having a character. I guess that's mostly me fucking watching Polar Reddish Mickey all the time, and fucking Epic Mickey and whatnot, which really cultivated by what I view Mickey as, with a little bit of touch of the old cartoons. But yeah, you're kind of right. He doesn't really have a character, which, you know, makes him like, you know, really usable for everything. You can put him in anything and he'll kind of work. But even so, yeah, you're kind of right. What was the most similar mod to yours that you soldered and played? You can't really say that. I don't know if you can really say that because, like, I guess my mod is kind of unique in what it's trying to do with Mickey Mouse, Suicide Mouse. I guess a mod that I kind of really like. I'll just say a mod that I really like as of recent. Hmm. Trying to bring back my brain a bit because it's been a bit since I've been in the been thinking about FNF. Uh, Mod that I really like. I guess I'll say a song I really like because that's all I can really think of right now. An FNF song that I really like is F Boys 88 Fast Tokens. I like that song. That song's cool. I like Five Nights at Fuck Boys. Mickey has a character in media, but Mickey himself has been in multiple slab for any and everything. Yeah, yeah. But any joke songs? Not anymore. There was, but not anymore. I kind of just changed my view on the mod. I wanted it to be kind of have a consistent tone in general. Sure, it has some fun songs and more cartoonish songs, but they're more like fun. They're more fun. They're in general just supposed to entertain, and they're not in general like joke songs. CC should do a collab with a good mod like this Brian.exe. True. How meta is CC? Like a Ragic kind of meta or an Epic Mickey type of meta? Duh, I don't know. Really thinking about it, I don't know. Somewhere in the middle. I guess somewhere in the middle. That's how I'd think. Will CC have any collabs within mod? No, not really. People don't like me, dude. uh, uh, I barely get reached out by other people who are already making mods. And there was really only one collab that I really cared about, to be honest. Well, two. One was a shitty joke song, and one was like one I was really excited about. But that's kind of dead in the ground. And no, it's not MCM that I was talking about. That I could honestly care less than what MCM was. No, it's not the type of meta that he would come to life as a model. But, you know. After V2, will there be V3 or V2.5? Yeah, I honestly thought about it. No. V2, which is I kind of hate calling it V2. I like calling it the final act. But the final act, I've always envisioned it to be a complete experience. I would rather it be a complete experience. I would like to add more songs to it, but I really gotta be honest. I would rather it just be like one thing and done. I could always just add those songs in a one shot. I'd rather do that anyways. So, you know, I'd rather just like fucking have it just be its own its own full thing. And V2.5, yeah, is so dumb. Just do V3 at that point. I would rather do that. I would just rather prefer having a complete experience with everything in it that I wanted than just like constantly updating it. Because at that point, I'm just gonna get burned out again. Bonus tracks? Maybe. But yet again, I would rather put them in the one-shot mod, kind of in vein of versus FNF Weekly, but, you know, and a hit single. But, like, you know, actually, like, put in something. Are you gonna show some V2 content in the streams? Don't call it V2. And, 2, I will show one thing. I will. I do have a couple of images. A couple of images that I could share real quick. If I can get it. But some of these be some V2 content. This in specifically this AMA, probably, maybe. I guess it really does depend. Okay, so you know, whenever I talked about Demented Quartet, maybe I could, if I'm able. I don't think I'm able. Oh shit. I'll just save a couple of images here. You know what? True. I do think that. Like major, minor, and patch. That I fucking agree. I actually agree with that. And I agree with what Shippy said about FNF mods should just be a complete experience. Can't show that off. Enjoy this. LOL. I agree. I like this much better. How many sounds are on it? Yet again, I said it would genuinely be 8 songs. It was 20 songs originally, but it was originally 8 songs. I mean, no, it was 20 songs originally, but now it's 8 songs. I cut down a lot for the overhaul because I felt stressed about working on the mod. So I decided to make it short and sweet. I think it's better that way. Shippy, Mallory, honey, I don't have money. I'm poor. I can't do that. I'm poor. But yet again, I said about the legacy songs in the final build, no, because the demo songs literally exist in its own mod. Go play them if you want to play the fucking original songs. And two, if you're talking about the 2020B versions, I don't know, maybe, but but I would rather just like, I don't know, if you wanna play them, make your own chart, but don't upload it in Game Banana. You know, that's how I feel about it. Okay, I think I got a couple of things that I could show off now. Just a little couple of things. I'll end it off at like whatever, 1:30. First thing I want to show off. This is a UI concept. It's probably what we're gonna go with, but funny UI concept. It also shows what we're gonna do to the icon. It's kind of going the craziness injection version, and them having like them facing each other. I kind of like this concept. Don't mind that's spammy from Halo. They're not here. Trust me. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Afterwards, this is the concept I made for fucking Demented Quartet. See, this is what I was talking about. So if you can look right here, the left to right, we got fucking Eyeless Mickey from the original concepts. The original interpretation for Suicide Mouse. Got Randy. We got my own version of Relapse, and then the weird fucking version of him. The weird version of him. Fucking Mickey Files. That guy. Got. I can also show you guys what Timer looks like nowadays. This is what he looks like. I gave him no eyes. I like Timer. This is what he looks like. He's kind of a funny guy now. There's nothing really too much about his design. He's very simple. I'll show up the last thing whenever it's like 1:30. And I'll stop the stream until then. Will you upload the 2023 versions of the songs? Yes, I want to. I want to also release all the scrapped songs that I've always wanted to release. So, yeah, no, I will. I definitely will. Like, for example, I want to release, like, well, already, some of them are already kind of released. Like, Aware V2, Films End V2. I want to release some of the V2 versions, like Double Down V2. Joyous. I want to release Remember at one point in time. Cracked Out V2, I think we have. I might. I've been debating this, but I might just also release a cast and crew. Because as much as a shitty fucking concept it is, it's a good song, sadly. So, you know. I'm just gonna listen to one song while we slowly go to a closing. But in general, so the 2023 versions of the songs will release them once the mod releases. That's really what I want the plan to be. Do not release cast and crew. Yeah, that's why I said it's a maybe. I am very against releasing it. I'm very, 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 very against releasing it. But, you know, if the team wants that released, then I won't back down from it. Literally release anything else. Yeah, well, that's the plan. That's the plan, hopefully. There is no cast, there is no crew, and there is no Tooth Fairy. Alright, Queen of England. God, I fucking hate that I get that joke wrong every single fucking time. God, I hate myself. I should kill myself. Like the mouse. No, Shippy doesn't work on the mod. It is very plain and simple. Is it easier to work on the mod now that the FNF community is dead forever? It is not dead. Oh, buddy, it's not dead. It is not dead. That beast is still rolling, chugging along like a fucking undead zombie. It is a lot easier now that people don't care about fucking Cognitive Crisis anymore. But, you know, in general, it's kind of eh. That's true. That's true as fuck, Mallory, and that's why I don't want to force you to work on my mod ever. Because I did not like how you were treated in Cognitive Crisis, like old Cognitive Crisis devs, so I just don't want you to work on my mod. Out of the necessity that I love you. What's wrong with cast and crew? Look at me dead in the eyes and see what's wrong with it. Do you not know what's fucking wrong with cast and crew? You being serious? You're fucking with me. You're fucking with me. No positive music. You're fucking with me. Because that mod, yeah, that song, the whole fucking concept is just a stupid fucking sex joke. That's it. I made that when I was fucking 16 and just like, oh, funny sex. Now that I'm 19, I really realized how fucking stupid of a joke that was. Ah. I'm not mad at you. I'm just like I'm jokingly playing it up, but like I don't like cast and crew. People who liked it should die. No, I kid. But in general, in general, cast and crew sucks and I hate it. Oh hi, Jindy. Hello, hello, Jindy. All right, I should probably get the music back up. I did a fucking joke ass rant because I thought it would be funny, but I do kind of believe in that. That like Cast and Crew, it's bad. Cast and Crew was a good idea. Just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. It is bad. It is a bad idea. The thing is that so much could have been done with that thing, but I used it as a sex joke. I don't get it. I don't get why I did that. I really don't. I think the whole bit was like, oh, my Mickey is technically the only Mickey that still has his girlfriend, so like, like couch joke. But like, what is the most thing that you hate? I'm guessing you meant about the mod. The mod. The thing I hate about most of the mod is how much it fucking ruined my brain. I think the mod changed me for the better, and really for the worst. Really thinking about it, I think it made me really scared of finishing things. Really thinking about it, going too over ambitious. I still really do, kind of. I'm really bad at it. In general, it did not really. It didn't really help me. But also, I do think it's a good outlet for me. For a lot of the fucking pain that the mod bring me. Also, I can put it into the mod, into the mod's whole thing. It's really dumb to say this, but it is event piece. It is a little bit like event piece. Cast and Crew is finished. I don't really don't want to release it. Really don't want to release it. Okay, so if you're saying in general, what's the thing I hate the most? What's the thing I hate the most? Probably evil people. Like, your average racist, your average creep. I hate all of those guys. If people want to be evil and spiteful and hateful, then I hate those people. It's funny how your mod is called Multicolors, but it's yet black and white. But that's mostly because that's Multicolors the brand. It's really colorful if you really think about it. It was like the only black and white thing that I could say, oh wait, no. It is not the only black and white cartoon thing that I worked on before. Felix and Friends need to feature. Oh shit! I can talk about this. Felix and Friends needs a feature in the 8th song. So, Felix and Friends was originally going to be in the mod. It was going to be called Forgotten. And guess what? It did release, but in the Felix and Friends mod. It was going to be a Suicide Felix mod song wherever Felix was, going crazy and cuckoo. But I decided to put it in its own thing, and it became its own. It literally became a part of Felix lore, and it is not like Suicide Mouse anymore. It's more of like its own beast now. It really is. If you want to go check out that song, it's released. Just search up Felix and Friends Saturday Morning Cartoon, and search up. Look at the Forgotten part. It's out there. I don't hate you, Mallory. Mallory, no, I love you. I love you, Mallory. Mallory, hey Mallory, if you're looking at this, kiss. Mwah. Oh yeah, I forgot. Mallory is a big hater for Forgotten from fucking Felix and Friends. Lol. Felix trailer song is peak. That song is the fucking forgotten song, by the way. Okay, I would recommend you guys kind of get your questions up and now, because like this is gonna be like the only time I'm gonna be able to answer them all. So if you have any questions, answer them now, because we're almost like at the 30-minute mark, and there's not enough time left. We have like 12 minutes until I show off the final thing and then say goodbye. So, we have a couple of questions left. We have a little couple of questions left. Are you trans? I hope this question doesn't cause chaos. It's been very public for a while. Yeah, I am trans. I've been trans for a while now. I think 2023 is the time I really kind of accepted myself as trans. But yeah, I'm trans. I've been trans for a while. But you know, if you guys need like a video or a thing of me just saying that I'm trans, so you guys understand that I am, here you go. Here's the clip. Here's the clip here. You enjoy working on the animations for the mod? You know what? Kinda. It depends. I guess I do, and I guess I don't. It really depends. Because I do like animating for the mod whenever I'm in the mood and I'm grinding it out. But like, in general, it can be a win or lose situation. Because sometimes I will be really inclined to do work on it and I'll be like, oh yeah, I can do this. Or I'll be stuck in a pose for 20 minutes and just like, fuck, what the fuck do I do about this? How do I make this pose? How do I animate this specific thing? What the fuck do I do? It's that sort of deal that you'll never really hear that Penny, that whole thing talk about. Penny. Sorry, I read the fucking recent message. I can't support Cognitive Crisis anymore. Cognitive Crisis became woke! I can't believe this! Is there any voice acting for the cutscenes or in the mod in general? Yes. Kind of. Not sure. I've been thinking of just making a text, or just making it, like a Cuphead style thing, or making it actually voiced. I guess it really depends. It really does depend. Why haven't you been practicing my voice? For me being trans? No, I feel a lot more comfortable just kind of doing my own voice. Of course, I'll someday do surgery, so I could actually have a proper voice. But for now, I think this voice is, you know, alright. Plus, I can do a Mickey Mouse voice whenever and whenever the fuck I want. Wherever, whenever, whatever. Just fucking kill me. Why did you edge us with the film's end remake and scrap it? That's mostly because I think Division wanted to remake it. Or I might be misremembering and I wanted to remake it. I don't remember. Also, yeah! Fucking speaking about the trans thing, voice practice is hard as hell! It really is! Like, you gotta do specific, like, say specific things as in a specific way, and it's kinda hard to do that with my fucking ADHD head. It hurts. I mean, it hurts, but it's hard. It's kind of like speaking a new language, and I already suck at doing that. But back to the film's end remake. It's not scrapped, I guess. It's just kind of, I guess it's still there. You can still listen to it. It just got remade. How long did it take to make a conclusion for the story? Fun fact, that conclusion has always been consistent. Somewhat consistent, somewhat. It's just the middle things that I always get fucked around. Wasn't Film's NV2 getting tweaked and not redone from scrap? Originally. I just tweaked it a little bit, but, Division did a remake, and I think it's an overall better product, to be honest. I think it works better, especially since it's almost, if you listen to it, At least to me, it feels like it has specific parts to it that you can see that are really cool. I think there's really specific, really cool. How does it feel that you're working so hard for a bunch of 12-year-olds? It's not a mod for them. I've said this. It's a mod for me. This mod has always been a me project. It's for me. It's to make me happy. What was the most challenging part of development for the mod from any era? It was managing the team whenever we're all unmotivated. Because we all did not want to do anything for the fucking mod. And it was just like, guys, can we please do this? But then they just like wouldn't respond with no communication. Or they said, well, I'm unmotivated, or that they were dealing with stuff already, and it was a whole other mess with other people constantly asking for updates for Cognitive Crisis at that point whenever I was already unmotivated. So it was like a back and forth of like a lot of things that kind of made me like depressed. No, it wasn't. Mallory, I love you. All right, this is from me to you, Mallory, my love. Mwah. Will you do streams more frequently? I've been wanting to do that, honestly. And you're really testing it. I might do streams. I might do streams a little bit more often. I didn't realize how much it would be like. I thought it would be a lot harder to stream because it does a lot of shit to the internet. But you know, I might stream a little bit more. How do you direct properly? I don't. I leave that job mainly to Jaden. J Drive. Thanks J Drive for really helping out on the mod. But the way I direct is just kind of just like I just tell them, hey, I just like kind of ping them and say, hey, what you doing? What's the deal? Are you doing? Are you like busy with stuff, or are you able to do this? And if they are able to do this, I'll kind of direct them on what they could do for the mod. What the song it could be, and whatever. How about FNF fans don't know the trouble of development, mod development, because they never make their mods with a bunch of people that are over the age of 16. True. Does Felix still have that bendy body pillow? Is it still lore? Are you talking about Felix Messer, my character, or Felix the cat? Because I don't know, and also no, and also I don't know if that was ever lore, and then also, huh? Where did you hear that from? What are you going? Are you going insane? Are you going insane? Alright. Okay, 4 minutes left, y'all. Or technically, it's about to be 3 minutes left. But start asking questions because we don't have that much time left. I'm getting worn out talking to myself. Although I talk to myself all the time. So, you know, who really cares about that? People get real busy, and I've seen grown-ass adults and fans of mods cry about mod development not being super fast. You know what? You're fucking right. I've genuinely seen that a lot more often, and it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, you know? Did I answer this earlier? Mallory's not working on Cognitive Crisis. No. The OC, not the cat. Felix does not have a bendy body pillow. Felix Messer does not. He does not. He just does not. They removed Felix from Finland because he does not! Oh, that's great. Have you tried programming out in other languages? For Cognitive Crisis, no, it's always been Psych. But for me, I've been learning some other game engines. Just for me. for other projects. Game Maker, Godot, that whole spiel. Does Mugman have a cameo in Cognitive Crisis? No, but he might. He might. But yeah. I know it's not a programming language, Hun. I know it's not. But I was assuming that they were talking about like the game engine, the engine that they're like specifically for like for fucking whatever. Also, you have fucking 1 minute or else until I go. I have 1 more minute. You can make a Chrono Crisis RPG game. I thought about that. I was gonna make the Suicide Pack RPG, but it never came out because I got unmotivated instantly. It was around the time I was already getting unmotivated for Cognitive Crisis. In general, it never came out. I've been wanting to do a Mickey Mouse RPG, but I don't know when I'll ever do that. Make a CC horror game. I don't know. Maybe one day. I don't know. Probably not because I would want to do something more original. How many times did you think about canceling the mod? A lot. I probably thought of canceling the mod all the time. All right. Okay. So we're ending it off now. So final thing that I want to show off is just a tiny bit of Films and V2. And I'll mute and I'll come back whenever I'll stream it, all right? I'm going to specifically show off the storyboard. All right. All right. I just wanted to show that off. Felt like that would be like the only real big thing that I wanted to show off real quick. And just tease you guys a little bit. This is just a little bit of fucking Films and V3. Yeah, you're welcome. All right. See you guys another time. I'm gonna watch Doug Walker or some shit. I'm gonna watch Channel Awesome. Fuck you guys.